The practice of intentionally living in the present moment is often referred to as mindfulness. Hi, I'm Russ McWhorter, and today I'm going to share some exercises with you that you can incorporate into your mindfulness practice. I want to start off with the 3 intentful corrections where we align body, breath, and mind. And then I'm going to go into some flowing Qigong movements that are designed to boost your vitality and support the lymphatic system. Then I want to go into a series of exercises called the 9 phases of cultivating and mastering Qi. And with each one of those, I'll give you a little mindful affirmation that you can use to focus your intent on that movement as you are doing it. Another thing is you may want to keep a chair handy. If you have problems with stability at any time, you can rest your hand on it or even just transition to a seated position during the course of the video. I'll show you at the end of the video how some of these movements can be performed sitting and even lying down. So let's get into the 3 intentful corrections. So the first thing we want to do is align the body. I want to have my feet hips width, so I'm going to start with them together, spread them out 45, boom, boom, and magically I am at hips width. So then I want to lengthen my spine. So I imagine that I have a sky hook here, right where my neck joins my upper spine. C7 if you're looking at your skeletal charts. And then I have a rope going up over a pulley that comes down. Maybe there's a weight there, so it's always gently lifting me up. Then I want to soften my hips, soften my knees. That's going to let this lower back just relax. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just letting my lower back relax. So I'm here, I'm hips width. Hips are soft. Sky hook, lifting up, lengthening my spine. I'm going to turn my hands slightly to the back. That's going to turn my chest in, soften my chest so that I can breathe easier. My shoulders are soft. My fingers are soft. Now my head suspends as if held up by a single thread. Gently lifting at my neck to relax my neck and tuck my chin in. So now, breathing. So for my breath, I want to drop my diaphragm down into my belly. Feel my belly expand. Inhaling. Then I want to inhale in my chest, filling my chest up from the bottom to the top. Emptying my lungs from the top to the bottom and emptying my belly. And when I breathe, I want to keep my tongue on my upper palate as if to say tuh, and breathe in and out my nose if at all possible. As long as that's comfortable for you, that's the preferred method. Inhaling in the belly, inhaling in the chest, out the top of the lungs, out the bottom, out the belly. I'm just doing my hands. You don't have to do your hands. I'm just doing that so you have that idea of the breath following that motion, filling up the belly, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, emptying from the top to the bottom. Now we want to align our mind. For that, you can concentrate on your breath. If you focus on your breath, that's kind of like the banana that we hand the monkey mind. The mind that was thinking about 10,000 other things before you started this practice. Another presencing hack that I've been taught is to imagine this hand holds all those things that you're holding on to from the past. And this one holds all those concerns and worries for the future. And then bring them together to be in this present moment. And I even use this at work when I get multitasked and I have a lot of different competing priorities. I put the things that I worried about that I didn't get done yesterday in one hand, all the things that are on my to-do list. And then look, as I bring them together, they spill out. And then I'm focused on what I have to do right now. So we've aligned the body, the breath, and the mind. So now let's go into some gentle flowing exercises. This first one is called the flowing motion. So for the flowing motion, I float my fingertips up. I send my attention out to my fingertips and bring it back. So as you go through this, a way to make it more mindful is just to be checking in with yourself. Do I feel any tension anywhere? If I feel tension in my shoulders, I need to relax, sink those down. The other thing to do as we go through these exercises is to stay in your comfort zone. And by that, I typically apply the 70% rule. Yes, I could raise my hands all the way up to the ceiling, but that's going to create tension in my shoulders, make me have to make other adjustments for my balance. This movement is meant to stimulate the lymphatic system. Now let's add something to that. I'm going to come up on my toes and rock back on my heels as I go back. Again, just 70%. The calves in traditional Chinese medicine are considered the second heart, responsible for bringing fluids up from the lower portion of the body. But it requires you to move. Also, go through this and synchronize the breath. I typically inhale on the way up, exhale on the way back. There's not a hard, fast rule on that. You can experiment, see which one you prefer. Again, paying attention. Do I feel tension anywhere? Relax that tension. And come back down. Now I'm just going to bend side to side. But I want to do that with purpose. I want to do it in a mindful way. I want to feel this ribs opening up, stretching. The idea of this movement, along with moving your spine, keeping those discs healthy, is to stretch and relax the ribs so that, again, it makes it easier to breathe. The secondary effect is this squishing side. That's just giving your organs a nice, gentle massage. And come back to center. Now I'm going to inhale, taking it up. I'm going to bend my spine back. Again, just 70%. Exhale, coming forward. Looking down at the floor, give it a little squeeze here. I'm inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, coming forward. I put my knuckles together, give it a little squeeze. That squeeze changes the pressure in your body and helps pump the lymphatic system. Let's do one more. And back to center. Now I want to twist. Now when I twist, I want to fold here in this crease in my hips, keeping my knees straight forward, pushing up from the floor to make myself turn. I'm gently tapping my back, gently tapping my belly. Back there on the back, I'm hitting on my kidneys. They call this knocking on the doors of life. Kidneys is where your initial essence is stored. Tapping on the belly, breaking up any stagnant areas. And back to center. Then I like to rotate my hips. Take your intention down there to your hip sockets. Feel them rolling around. Feel them getting polished up. And now the other way. Again, take your attention down there. Roll that ball and socket joint around. Polish it up. And back to center. I like to come up on my toe, rotate my ankles, stimulating the energy meridians that begin and end in your feet. Or the other side. And then likewise with your wrists, just kind of moving them around, stimulating the energy meridians that begin and end in your hands. All right, now let's move into the 9 phases of cultivating and mastering Qi. So we want to focus back on the 3 intentful corrections. Hips soft, spine lengthening with the skyhook pulling up, tailbone sinking down, relaxing that lower spine, hands curved, shoulders soft, fingers soft, chin tucked, head suspended by a thread. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to discover Qi. Here I'm just wanting to connect with the energy that's inside me and the energy that's all around. Inhale out. In, take your mind inside. See how you're feeling. Seek out any areas of tension. Have those relax. Inhale. Exhale back in. One more. That was discover Qi. Now I want to gather Qi. For this, I just think of reconnecting with nature. I go down and I gather a big scoop of energy from the earth. Gather a big scoop of energy from the sky and bring it down. So I scoop down, I inhale. that cool, supportive energy of the earth. Exhale, inhale, that chaotic, yang energy of the sky. And bring it down. We mix it up. We become the Tai Chi. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And down. Now I want to step out to one side. And I'm going to go into circulating chi. So I've just gathered that energy. And now I want to circulate it. Inhale, then exhale out. Inhale back. When I do this, I'm going to take it down. I'm going to bend at my hips. And again, just 70%. And back up. Inhaling. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Take it down. Use your intention of circulating this energy up and out one more time. Inhale, take it down. Inhale, bring it up. Step out to the other side. Exhale. Push out. Inhale, circulate it down. And back up. Exhale. Inhale. Sending the energy to all your glands, your tissues, your bones. And back up to center. Now I'm going to purify chi. So for this, I'm going to inhale up. Again, I have my tongue on my upper palate as if to say ta. Exhale forcefully out my nose, pushing out to the side. I inhale back in. For this, I'm almost imagine myself in a bubble and I'm just creating more pure space around me. Inhale. I exhale out, sending out any energy that I don't need, any energy that's just spent, toxic. And then I push down. Another affirmation you can use for this is like pushing out, as if freeing yourself between a rock and a hard place. Pushing up, as if lifting the weight of the world off your shoulders. Pushing out to set boundaries. And pushing down any worries, rising complexities, things that you're concerned about. Inhale back up, exhale out. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale down. Purifying the chi. Now I want to direct it so I can send it directly into my energy channels. I'm going to focus on the center of my palms. It's called the Lao Gong energy point. And you may feel warmth coming out of that point as you take it over your head, down your neck, across your shoulders. Transition, pick it up high on your back. Take it down the back and sides of your legs, round your toes, and back up. And feel that warmth. You can also lightly brush if you want. If you get a better sense of feel that way, round your toes and back up inside and front of your body. One arm comes out, I'm going to lead it down the inside of my arm and feel that warmth. You might feel that warmth coming out of your hand, across your face, and down. Back up. Back over to the other side. And directing the energy down these energy channels in your arm, back up. Hands on both sides of your face, take it up over your head, down your neck, across your shoulders. Pick it up high on your back and take it down. Directing the chi. Now I want to go into a flowing motion from Tai Chi that's known as wave hands like clouds. So here, it's like I have a ball and I'm holding it on my chest as I go across. It's like I'm watching the clouds go by. This movement is for conserving chi. Here I'm creating this inner reserve here and just mixing back and forth, conserving the energy, watching clouds go by, a lazy activity. Shifting my weight from one side to the other, mixing up my inner medicine. And then come back to center. Next, I want to store chi. So I'm going to reach down, do what we call a gathering breath. I'm going to inhale all the way up. And then exhale, dump it on my head like the ice bucket challenge. Let it drizzle down. And I'm storing this energy in my energy matrix. So I inhale, scooping up. Exhale, putting this energy in, washing out the marrow of my bones. Washing the bad energy out, storing this good energy that I'm bringing in. So I have this energy stored. I want to transform it. I just want to mix everything up. I come back here to my little chi ball. I give it a couple of fluffs. And then I want to inhale out. Exhale back in. I'm going to have one hand on top, one on the bottom. I'm going to inhale, take it up. Exhale down. Roll that ball over. Inhale up. Exhale down. I'll bring one hand out in front. And then it's like I'm pulling a silk thread out of my palm, and I'm just going to pull it really slowly. Keep the shoulders soft. Keep them relaxed. Pulling this out so I don't break the silk thread and then shove it back in. Turn around to the other side. Same thing. Pull that silk thread out. I'm pulling it. I'm mixing everything up. I'm expanding. And then come back to the front. I have my hands here. Fluff my little chi pillow again. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to bring them in and up. Exhale. Take it out and down. Inhale, bring it in and up. Exhale, push out and down. Inhale, in and up. Exhale, out and down. Then I'm going to come up into a hugging the tree posture. Again, 3 intentful corrections. Sky hook, head suspended by a thread. Hips soft. I have my shoulders soft. I'm just hugging a tree. And then now, turn your attention back to your breath. And we're going to dissolve into Qi. Here I'm just checking in with myself, feeling for any areas of tension. You can send your attention there. That leads the energy to that point. Helps that point relax. Any places where there's pain, send your attention there. Have that pain, look at it like an ice cube. You send your attention there, you melt the ice cube, it turns into water. Keep your attention there. Turns into steam, and then just evaporates away. Dissolve into Qi. Feel the forces in you, the forces outside of you. You might drift a little bit as you're doing this. That's just your body making a little alignments. And then I'm going to bring my hands down here to my side. I'm going to step in. Inhale up. And then exhale like a French press, pressing out any old, stale, stagnant energy, any energy I don't need, excessive energy. Push it out my feet, into the floor, into the ground, deep below the floor. And that concludes the program. What I would like to show you though too is how you might do some of these exercises in a chair. Say a day where you're fatigued. We can transition over to a chair. Again, you can always keep a chair handy if you want to use it for extra stability at any time. So I'm going to kind of sit out on the edge of this chair so that my legs are parallel to the floor, my feet are flat on the floor. And let's just go back to the flowing motion. I can do this flowing motion sitting down quite easily. I can even incorporate my legs, coming up on my toes, going back on my heels. And even when you're sitting, still stay focused on the 3 intentful corrections. I want to have my spine lengthening, even as I'm sitting. I want to concentrate on my breath. And see, we can go side to side, just like what we did earlier. In any of the 9 phases exercises, discovering Qi, gathering Qi, circulating Qi. I can step out here to the corner, push out, inhale, come back in, exhale, think of guiding it down. Over to the other side, exhale, inhale, and down. So any of those motions that we did, we can do sitting down. There's some you can even do laying down. If you're having a day where you're particularly fatigued, you can lay down and do the flowing motion. Still stimulating your lymphatic system. You can even bring the feet into it. Maybe turn the toes up as you go up, point them as you go down. Again, there are no hard, fast rules to any of this. The key is having focused mind intent. I hope you enjoyed that video, and thanks for watching.